Welcome back to Automotive. So are you excited about the redesigned 2024 Toyota Tacoma? You know, one of the things that I've mentioned frequently on all of my channels, I have two others by the way, Automotive JT and Hybrid Driven, is that I have to fall in love with a vehicle, right? Any vehicle I get, I have to fall in love with before I drop that dime. And I've been thinking about this new Toyota Tacoma, the one that's coming that you're probably not even going to be able to get until 2024. And I'm not sure if I'm in love with it. I like it. I love the Tacoma, but I kind of love the one that I have. That's why I've had so many different versions of it, so I could try every one out, experience it. Even, if I'm being honest, colors. This one is one that I didn't think I'd really like at first, right? This electric lime green. When I saw it in pictures, it reminded me of like a utility vehicle, like maybe the state would use. This bright green color, so for safety purposes, it could be seen while fixing things on the side of the road or something, I don't know. But I saw it in person and I fell in love with it. Awesome, awesome color in person. Pictures don't do it justice. But this new Toyota Tacoma, I can't say I've fallen in love with it yet. Maybe it's one of those things where, like this color, I have to actually see it in person. I like it, don't get me wrong, but there are just some things about it. You know, that front end, not a big fan of the way the under part of it is. And I've heard that from a lot of other people. Now, I've also heard that you can remove it. It's going to be interesting to see if you can take that little piece off the bottom because it makes the truck look kind of chunky in the front. Not a big fan of that look. It's going to be interesting to see. The rest of it, the lines, the design, I think it's pretty good. It's nothing earth-shattering. It's not like Toyota went nuts and completely came out with a different truck, nor would I really expect them to. I mean, let's face it, when you are number one, you don't want to do anything that's so radical that you're going to lose people because obviously we like what you've been putting out. Now, let's talk about the powertrain. You know, ideally, had Toyota come out and said, hey, we've got this new 6-cylinder turbo, gets better gas mileage, going to have outlandish horsepower and torque, that would have been really cool. I know I'm dreaming. It'd be like thinking they're going to come out with a V8, right? Obviously not. But wouldn't that be cool? Even in a special edition form. Trouble is, if they did that, probably cost you about 80 grand for a Tacoma. Not a great idea. But what they came out with is a 4-cylinder turbo. And by the way, I do believe it is a single turbo. I've had a couple of comments on the channel telling me that it's a twin turbo. I don't see that happening. I think it's just like the Ford Ranger. It's a 4-cylinder turbo. The problem with that is whether or not it's going to have any oomph, any power. I'm not so sure. I think you're going to have to go to the hybrid before you get into those bigger, better, higher numbers. That turns a lot of people off. We're still not at a point where everybody is just gung-ho about having any kind of electric motor inside of a truck, a Toyota Tacoma anyway. So we're going to have to see. For me, it's going to have to be quicker and better. Better acceleration. You know, that's something I've taken care of with the pedal commander in this truck. But Toyota should come out with one that doesn't require anything else, right? It should be naturally that way. It's going to be interesting to see if they actually do. Looking at the inside, of course, the way they have it laid out, the materials, the stuff that they use, is it going to have any flash, any bling in there? It's another thing that I know a lot of people are interested in because I've had comments on the channel recently, particularly other mid-sized trucks, where people have commented that they just look so much better. They're flashier. They're more modern. Toyota's not been really known for that. I think their philosophy has been, and I think this is changing, is to produce a more utilitarian vehicle. They have subscribed to the notion that it's a truck. Well, a lot of the people out there that buy them like me don't want it to be just a truck. I want it to be something that hits my attention, that grabs my attention when I get inside, right? I want more of that pop and bling and stuff. I don't think Toyota's done that with the new Tacoma. We shall see. They have the new screen, My problem with the new radio screen is that, or infotainment system, is that they seem to have just subscribed to the idea of taking a tablet and throwing it inside the dash. No matter how it fits in there. Doesn't really have to blend in. It looks like somebody took an iPad and just stuck it in there. It sticks up above the dash. It's just not integrated very well. Might be okay once you're actually in the truck and experience all of it together as one unit as opposed to just pictures, focusing on that. I don't know. Toyota seems to be doing that across the line in all of their vehicles. The Tundra has it, the Corolla has it, the new Prius has it. And let's talk about the new Prius for a minute. And this is what gives me a little bit of hope. I have a new Prius on order, I know. I've been completely against them ever since they came out. They're ugly, they're gutless. Toyota's completely changed that. They've changed their philosophy. The new Prius is actually a pretty sexy looking car. I think it's pretty cool. I've got one on order, as I mentioned. It's going to be coming to my other channel, Hybrid Driven. I have it on order, should be here any day. Might have it by the time you guys see this video. Probably not though, because we still have the Honda sitting back here, which I love, by the way. But why the Prius encourages me is that Toyota did a 360 on that car. It is completely different from what it used to be. It's relatively quick for what it is, 0 to 60 in the XLE model, the non-prime, in about 7.2 seconds. I know that's not earth-shattering, but it's much quicker than the 10 point some seconds, 3 seconds quicker than it used to be. So maybe there's hope. Seems that Toyota is going in a different direction, maybe trying to produce sportier vehicles that appeal to the more sporty-oriented buyer out there, like me. Just because in the Prius's case, it's a hybrid, it's supposed to get better mileage, that doesn't mean it has to be ugly, right? It can still be a sexy car that is desirable. And for people who fall in love with their vehicles like I do, that's kind of important. So it's going to be interesting to see once the real version of the Tacoma is out there. And let's face it, they're still tweaking and doing things. Until you see them on the lots, they're just prototype vehicles. And I know they've been out there at some events and things. I've seen them myself. But there's still going to be little tweaks and things that they're going to do based on public reaction to these trucks. So there's still time to make it even a little bit more blingy inside, if you will. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Are you of the thought that it's just a truck and it should be bland and nothing special, and as long as I can throw junk in the back and it'll haul something, it's all I really want? Or do you want that and a little bit of bling, a little bit of flair to it? I'd be curious to know. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Bye.